Hey, what's going on, guys? You know it is. This your boy Swift. I'm going to be doing the podcast today about Spain and the Netherlands and also America as a little surprise. It wasn't going to be planned, but you know, I can't really, how could I do that? How could I give you a podcast without talking about what's going on in America? Like, I didn't get involved personally because it's their thing. Like, I don't want to, you know, get in there and start upsetting people, blah blah blah. That's not, you know, I don't do that. I'm not about that. But Anyway, what I'm doing today, I've got he is the ex-leader of Spain, but I tell you what, if anybody knows anything about Spain, it is definitely going to be this guy. For as long as I can remember, when I was I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 levels ago, when I was about level 80, it was always Totti as the leader of Spain. So yeah, welcome Totti to the stream. He is the state leader of Spain, and he is very welcome here. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. I'm really glad to be here. English really bad, so it will be fun.
Yeah, bad English. Yeah. We love it. Yeah. And secondly, but definitely not last, and most certainly not least, I've got Koning with me from the Netherlands. I've been wanting to get him on for a little while. He's been a little busy. I've been a little busy. Everybody's been a little busy. You know, we get busy, state leaders and stuff like that. You know, I can't expect them to be around all the time. Although, you guys, if you're around all the time, that's much better for me. So yeah, be around all the time. Yeah, he's here. Koning's with us. He's the state leader of Netherlands. He's a really cool guy. He is like the biggest 420 sort of guy ever. Like, just literally go to his PM, spam him 420 because he'll love you for it. I promise.
I'm Dutch, man. I'm Dutch.
Sorry.
I must.
What can you do, man? What can you do? You know, you've got to roll with it. It's where you're from. It's what you're about. It's a culture for you, right?
Yeah.
It's bigger than just smoking. So for them, you know, it's a culture thing. You got to respect that. And yeah, so I'm also gonna have Zeke talking if he unmutes his microphone. Good old Zeke. He's also from Spain. He said he was going to talk, and then he didn't actually unmute his microphone. He does have the right role and everything, I believe. Yes, he does. And also Merely Dapper, who still has his microphone muted. I don't know if he knew.
I'm fine. Man.
Good. Here he is. Here he is. Thank you.
And
Thank
you
you.
don't have me muted.
I'm unmuted too.
There you go. Zeke was talking to himself the whole time. Nobody knows that, but Zeke's not going to tell you that he was talking to himself. He was having a right old giggle, I'm sure. So how? Yeah, Zeke. What have you done in the game? Come on, tell us, buddy. What are you about?
Well, mainly in the game, I change places a lot.
Mm.
I'm always looking for new places.
Yep.
And I left Spain when I was a noob because there was a lot of people, like 7,000 people.
Wait, when you
from
when,
Instagram.
when you were a noob, are you not still? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Carry on. So when you left Spain when you were a noob, right? Where did you go from there?
And I went with the Russian, with the French. And then I joined you. I joined the Discord and I met all these people in the Discord.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm now with you guys.
Yeah, for sure. So you're actually kind of part of my party. I mean, not officially at the moment. You're kind of off doing other stuff for me and checking out South America, kind of doing a little bit of a tour there. It's quite a fun little thing I've got going on. And he's one of your mods as well. Yeah, he is. But he's a good. Do you know what, dude? He deserves it, man. Like when he first came here, like I don't know. It wasn't really when he first came here. I think there was a certain point at which you kind of looked at the Discord and you went, do you know what, I'm gonna do him kind of help him out a little bit. And I know like a few times you've put articles into the Spanish section, and I always appreciated that. And I saw a bunch of names from Spain coming in, and I met a few other Spanish guys, and Dude, it's lovely to have so many Spanish people here, and I welcome you to the server. You're always welcome to come in and chill out. Use the channels, use the bot, whatever you want to do. It's all yours. It's all yours, boys. If there's anything you guys want to do,
we're a country full of bastards.
Yeah. Just give them the invite link and then come to the server and make the member count bigger, and we're all happy chappies. Although, do you know what? I'm gonna plug a little bit for the Spanish Lambda server, dude. Lambda server, that is such a good server, and I want to take some of the little channel ideas that you've got going on in there. Maybe I feel like the whole Discord is kind of directed around giving new players insight into the game, which I think is kind of necessary. Like there isn't much of that going around. Correct me if I'm wrong though.
No, you're right. That Discord was a really good idea, and now I'm really proud of that what they would.
Yeah. Zeke, have you been on the Lambda server at all?
Yeah, I was.
Zeke.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Yeah.
Talk.
Zeke, sorry, go on.
I mean, I'm right now with a member that Toti might know, Sergi Lom. He's a bit hated in the Spanish community.
I hate him.
Wait, who?
Because
Sorry.
of his revolutions.
Who? Sorry,
And I wasn't paying
Sergio.
much attention. Sergi.
You don't mean the moderator, do you?
No, I don't mean the moderator, not Bernie.
Oh, wait. You know Bernie's in here. He was anyway. Let me just see if he's still in here. He should come here. He should be here for this. Sergio, right, come here, Sergio. Come, I call you, Sergio. I call upon you for your mighty wisdom as an RR moderator to come and enlighten us within the stream. Come on. I don't know if he's actually going to come. Usually he does actually come, but I don't know. Who knows? Only know Sergio Ramos. Oh, you come on, dude. Don't act like you don't know who Sergio is. Sergio. Well, so who? Which one's a traitor then? This Sergi guy, not Sergio, like Terminator.
Yeah.
Not. He's cool, right?
Yeah, he's cool.
Okay. So what's the news in Spain at the moment? Tell me something about Spain. You
Then
guys
well, the communists lost the elections. It's really fun.
lost in the wait. So who's in control of Spain at the moment then?
Now the control is between communist and coalition, a party who is a coalition with other parties to make a coalition with the communist to complete it.
Oh, I see. Okay. So wow. Are you going to be back in power again anytime soon, do you reckon? Do you think you'll be back in the state leader position anytime soon?
So no, but I will try. I like power.
Don't listen to them when they say that they don't like monarchy. They love it, mate. Honestly, people love monarchy. It's the best ever. Every resident loves a good monarchy. Am I right, guys?
Yeah, right. Monarchy is the best, but here you put a king and they could hit heads.
So Zeke, tell us what are you doing? What are you doing in the game at the moment?
I'm helping in an independent region, which was under a dictatorship, to have freedom. They're basically setting up a party right there.
That's brilliant. Zeke, bro. Leave him alone. Zeke's nice. Zeke's good. Zeke's good for the party. So is Daniel. Daniel's great. You know, a couple of guys joined the new party. There is a new party. It's not the one that's attached to my profile. It's a different one on Granada. Basically, yes, no, probably. Purchased the island for the community. Kind of between me and him. Sorry, we purchased it. At the moment, I'm just kind of upgrading a diamond mine there because it's got a decent sort of natural diamond resource. I think it's like 16 or something. So that's really good. I think it's like level 87 or something. I managed to get it to so far. But the Italian guys, they actually asked me if they wanted if I could let them move a level 100 factory in there. I thought about it, but I kind of felt like I wanted to put my own one in there or have someone who's a resident already put one there. So I put one down, and I said to one of my other members, I said, you put one down as well. Luckily he already had one, which was like level 23 or something, so we moved that over. Now we're going to upgrade his one to get it to around the same level as mine, and then just crack on. Zeke for president, yeah. Zeke for president? Wait, Daniel, it's supposed to be you for president, I thought. Or has he convinced you otherwise? Has he taken over the party? He's been there 5 minutes, dude. How can you let him do that to you? Zeke for president.
My plans were never to get in power.
No, I know it wasn't, mate. You're just going on...
Yeah, when I got in RR, I thought about having my own region. But then I saw it was very time-consuming. So I just left that idea apart.
You see, I don't want to. I'm not exactly someone that is mad for power. You see, I'm quite happy with the the simpler things. I quite enjoy playing MOE. It's quite fun. You know, like it's a little bit of maths kind of. You have to be active enough though. That's one thing about MOEs. You have to be really active. You can't just sort of.
The problem is you can't be relaxed in that position. I lost a lot of weight this month being the leader of Spain. It's really stressful.
To be honest, this game is very demanding. That's why I try and, I mean, although there isn't like kind of set roles, I wish you could kind of go into a bit more depth. Like one of the biggest kind of suggestions that I'd make to the admin or moderator, I'd certainly ask him to kind of implement more features within parties and things like that, so you didn't have to write a massive great big article. You could just kind of include party dependent roles, as it were. So you could kind of have like say if you had like a military as a good example, you could have private, sergeant blah 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 and colonel at the top or whatever, but you could do like any kind of role play with that, to be honest.
You can just change your name, like.
No, not well. Yeah, I suppose you could change it to Lieutenant Swift Killer or Colonel Swift Killer or Commander whoever. I suppose you could do that. That kind of makes sense. But you could also then split the gold wage further as well with that mechanic. Like if you wanted to, you could say people that have been here for longer than this amount of time, and it gives them percentage of that. Swift Killer.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Beastly said he wanted to talk as well. I mean, I'm not gonna let you on just straight away yet, buddy. But maybe a little later on if we have time. First, we're going to talk about Spain. Then we're going to talk about Netherlands. And then we're going to talk about America. I'm not too. I haven't got anyone here with me tonight to talk about America actually. So I'm only going to be able to talk about what I know and what other people have heard and articles that have been posted. I do want to mention something though, which was a bit weird, and I'm not really too sure what it was all about. So Spain, to me, you guys, going back a little bit, you helped France because of Epona, wasn't it? Because France was also part of Epona, your blog.
I'll display. When we created the blog, because we don't like the New World Order and European Union, don't like because we see it as an excuse for the Turks to make the rules. So fuck it, and we lost. So where we go? Gavroche, the leader of France, was a good friend, so we made a blog. And now France is gone. So,
so I thought an independent France was sort of born from it, though. Is that not right? I thought an independent France was born from it. Is that not correct?
A lot of French people like Gavroche, and others don't like it. The truth is the enemies of Gavroche are more stronger than Gavroche, so we the others.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, I think you guys did fight really well, to be honest. You got a lot of strong guys you've definitely got a lot of strong guys in your country.
The problem is you don't win battles, so we have a lot of power, but no.
Yeah, but it was Spain versus like the whole MWO block.
Yeah,
So
I mean it was kind of unfair in terms of numbers.
Yeah.
For sure. Because I was definitely on the other side of that, I'm afraid to say. I think the state leader at the time, because I'm not too sure, you said you weren't feeling too good for a little while, so I think then a load of kind of stuff kicked off. After that, it was just kind of independent Paris, and then there was some sort of states that were taken over by some of the nearby NWO territories.
Yeah, Paris.
So have they consolidated? Have they consolidated it back now, or?
Yesterday, I talked with Gavroche. He's the big fight with his people.
What are they upset about exactly? What are they fighting for? Are they just kind of fighting internally? Because is Gavroche actually French or what?
The problem is Gavroche passed the last 4 years developing France.
Really?
He was
the leader of France for 4 years?
4 years spent in France. France is big because Gavroche. And now they destroy it because they don't want to cooperate with Gavroche. I don't like it.
I don't know. Was it a personal feud or something that they took down? Because it's just sort of like...
What was personal? Achilles, the leader of Romania. He hates the Russians. That's the truth. He hates a lot of the Russians. And now the battle is between Russia, Romania, and Turkey because they hate Russians. That's the truth.
Wow.
And they attacked France because they hate Russians. I tried to make a pact with the New World Order and Epona when we create the block, and Hitler said me, "Gavroche is here. I don't like. I don't matter if monarchy or republic. It is the same. But he's Russian. So see, he's Russian. I will destroy France. And, okay, thank you.
Cheers, guys. Thank you for your help there and all that. Do you know what? I found that Russians aren't actually that bad. I mean, I was invited into BG. I didn't really stay there too long because I kind of felt like they already had their little thing going on. I didn't want to kind of seem like I was just tagging along and stuff. So I took a little time there and I had a look at things. I helped them a little bit, sent them some resources and all that. And then I thought, I might as well move on. And do you know what? I just said to yes, no, probably that I was looking at making this little state thing. And literally, he just came back and was like, "Oh well, you know, bought this. You owe me this much." I was like, "All right, cool, blah blah blah." So it's like a co-ownership thing. But let me tell you, it is for the community as well. So I'm not sure how I'm going to manage it yet. But if you want to come and work diamonds, like there's like 16. You can come and work it for sure. Like it's not even a problem. Like come and work in these mines. I'm going to upgrade it every single day.
I need a work permit in any country. I don't know what to work. I need. All people hate me. I can't work in any place.
Wait, I've got a shout out actually. Do you know what? Right, the old leader of the Netherlands over there. He sent me a very generous gift when I first made the state. Actually, but there's a funny little story about that, isn't there? Mate.
Oh?
Yeah, there is. There's a funny.
No.
Yeah, there is. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You thought you were gonna get away with it. He's turned up now. He's thought I've forgotten about it. I'm gonna bring it up. So he's not gonna tell you. So I'm gonna tell you. He was very generous. I must say. I can't. Well, you'll have to tell him how much he was. I think it was 300 billion in state budget of dollars.
700 billion.
Yeah. So he sent it to the first state on the list, I think it is, instead of my one. So yeah, somebody ended up with 300 billion of my money. Of his money.
Billion.
Oh, was it 700? Sorry.
Yeah, 700. But I got it back. Okay. I got it back, no problem.
You did. Good.
Yeah,
And there was also, I think, 1.7 billion of ore as well, which was really helpful. And I swear, like we then joined this block, and they sent us like loads of resources, which was awesome. So I'm going to use that shortly. But yeah, that's. Do you know what? If you'd let me finish, I was going to say I'm going to use those resources to buy kittens. And where do you think the money for all these kittens comes from? Like, do you think the cat food is just made out of thin air? I mean, Totty knows what I'm talking about when it comes to cats, man. They eat a lot of food. I swear to God, they actually do. My girlfriend's cat, actually, her name's Lissy. She's really nice, and she misses me when I'm not there. But she's absolutely lovely. She doesn't really eat that much yet. She's like really kind of Garfield-y, if you know what I mean. By Garfield-y, kind of. I don't want to do much, fat cat, but she's lovely. So, you've got to be a cat person to be here. I mean, I don't really mean it, but if you're not a cat person, then what is wrong with you? Like dogs are a lot of work. Dogs are so much work. Oh, Millie, mate. My girlfriend is not going to be happy, mate. My girlfriend is not going to be happy about that, mate. You've just lost yourself a friend, buddy. Let's just say that. So yeah, all right. So that's how Spain's doing. What about the Netherlands, mate? What's going on in the Netherlands? How are you guys doing?
Internally, not so much, but like with the EU block, like I'm out all day organizing stuff because yeah, we just had set up a new block, which is a lot of work. So yeah, but internally we're just like chilling here, man, all day.
Do you know what? I would never expect there to be any kind of internal conflict, and I'm obviously I'm glad. I don't want there to be any kind of internal conflict. Obviously, you know, keep it, you know, nice and healthy, kind of thing. Dutch needed. I'm here. Juiced. You want Juiced to join us, Koning? Juiced, come and join us.
If he wants to, I'm not gonna stop him.
I think he does. Let's talk to him about the Netherlands. Where is it? There it is. And then we can unmute him. Juiced, are you there? Or are you Juiced in the list? There he is.
Hello.
Hey man, how you doing?
All right.
What do you do in the Netherlands then? Tell us what you do.
Watching an amazing program.
What watching it? I don't mean actually physically. I meant in the game. Not what?
Building up the Yoast army.
Oh, okay. Blowing up the what? Sorry.
No. Building up the Yoast army.
Ah, fine. Aren't you sort of co-leader with coding, or is that not a thing anymore? Was that a thing? I'm sure it was you, wasn't it?
Yeah. I make sure it doesn't become a dictator.
So you're the voice of reason, basically.
Yeah.
When Koning wants to put his finger down on the red button, you kind of come along and just take it away from him and say, no,
Yeah,
stop
then I
starting
slice his
fights.
hand off.
That's all good. So with the formation of the new EU bloc, what's the bloc's goals? Is it just kind of neutrality? You're going to keep yourselves to yourselves?
Well, like first of all, we'd like to see a native ruled Europe. So like with France, for example, the end, when it was finished, like now it's in control of the French. We like that, but how it happened, it's not like really what we want to do. We don't want to fight over everything. We more like the diplomatic. We like to talk about things instead of immediately fighting and destroying all the indexes and resources.
Yeah, it's just wasting time. Wasting money. That's one thing that I've noticed about wars is the amount of damage and amount of waste that is caused because of it is beyond like ridiculous. It is just so much. It is so much.
Yeah, we are
It's good for the admin.
Money.
Yeah, good for admin, definitely. I mean, don't get me wrong, he made a good game, guys. I mean, a lot of people say, "Oh, you don't do anything. You just, take all of our money." He made a good game. You come back and you play every single day. He made a good game. There's no two ways about it.
Every hour.
Every hour. Some people are logged in just constantly. I'm pretty sure. Some people fall asleep, leave their rival region's screen open, and they're online all night because of it. Like, not even joking you.
I even set a clock for 4 o'clock in the night to start a war, and then I go back to sleep.
And then Juice comes on in the morning and tells everyone to vote no, and luckily pulls the didn't somebody start a war though? Sorry, I'm changing subject really quick. Wasn't there like a big thing about somebody starting a war and then
Like where?
I don't know, it was during the like just after the Magadan thing. Like I got removed from all the conferences and stuff. So
Like what happened with MEO?
Yeah. Like somebody
Well,
like why did it change as well? Why was it EU to New World Order? What was that all about as well? That's
LA just one day I came on and it was like all changed, no explanation, and just like we wanted a new name. So I don't think that's like a real big thing behind that.
I have a theory.
Oh, all right.
Well, I speak a lot of times with Achilles. He always threats me. If you don't threat me, I'm really worried. So
you say he threatens you? Did you say he threats you?
Yeah, all the time.
Really? What he threatens?
Yeah.
He threatens really Spain. He threatens Spain like or threatens you?
So always the same. Achilles and the Turks want to destroy Russia and be the leaders. It's like that. So the name is just put hesitations in front. We are the new world order.
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's it's his. He can play his game. People can follow him. He's a leader, just the same that anybody else is. I thought he was a really cool guy, actually. Like, genuinely. I think he left the server, though, which I find a bit disappointing because I didn't ask him to come here because he's, well known and I want to kind of, you get him to, advertise the Discord or anything like that. I just wanted him to come here to kind of show that he was part of the community too. And I don't know. I think he kind of gets annoyed at some, a lot of things quite quickly. I don't know. I think the best way to describe it is he has a short temper. Am I right?
He doesn't like my Photoshop.
Well, I thought he was a good guy. Like when we joined the EU, former EU, he was a good guy. He helped us out with our state, like explained some things. But over time, it was like the bloc really became like dictatorship kind of. You couldn't do anything without permission, or it all had to go through him. And like when I got kicked out of the conference, it was for starting a war because we were fighting the Soviet Union. So I was like, why not? and no, well, he didn't like it, so he just kicked me. And some leader of the Irish Republic said something had some criticism on him, like why he was, and he just got kicked too. And so eventually, lots of people got kicked, and we got sick of it. So that's why we started eventually the EU.
Okay. I mean, I get that reasoning there, because you don't want to be, you want to be able to have your independency. You don't want to have someone constantly saying to you, "Oh, come and fight this war for me," or "Come and fight that war." There's an economy to think about, and things like that. Not everyone can afford it to fight constantly, let's say.
Well,
that's right.
They have a lot of time that in setbacks, so they have gold, power, gold for war. Well, our history with Achilles was too different. I like when we create the state, Achilles talked with us and, hey guys, join our blog. The Russians, well, we say no. Russians are good. So that's the first. Well, later we attack Italy. Why we attack Italy? Well, no, we are boring. We say, oh fuck, he's near war. And Romania comes and talk with me, Achilles, and stop attack or I will destroy your fucking country. Okay.
Okay. So
more of that. You will get out of your block and come to the European Union. Oh, I will destroy your block. Oh, thanks.
Okay. So I can't leave your block. If I stay in your block, you're gonna kill me anyway. All right, fine.
Nice.
Fine,
so. Fine. Well, we left the block, so.
So does the new state leader also get the same threats?
The new state leader, he is too diplomatic.
He doesn't. He doesn't have a red button. Then I take it.
I don't know, he packed with Turks and do things, and I am a traitor, so I don't know.
So William's saying the big guys were deciding the Hillies and some Turks. Now he created 2 blocks, block rulers and puppets. It was nice in the beginning. He helped us out to create the country, but at the end, it was a dictatorship. I see.
Yeah, I agree.
Like you basically had to. You had to do what he said, and if you didn't do what he said, then you were an enemy, basically. Because I mean that's what a dictatorship is, isn't it? Like you are told to do something. If you don't do it, then you are essentially against the form of government, as it were.
Yes, it's like we left the block and create our block, and Achilles say, "Hey, nice, viva España!" Thanks, Achilles. And then France entered the block, and now Achilles, I will destroy Spain. Oh, okay.
Thanks. Now, if I may so boldly say. Because I'm always kind of an advocate of the opposite and being of unbiased opinion and things like that. I always have been. In Achilles' favour, he did a very good job of rallying everyone to Magadan with the Turks. It's in because obviously he essentially rallied the European side, as it were, to the region. I can't remember what the region was called. It changed to Cryepifan, that state over on the right hand side of the map. Yeah, Chukot. What is it? Okay. So yeah, he did a very good job of that, and you do have to give him kind of like a little credit or whatever, because at the end of the day, he's got a lot of stuff to do, and he still managed to pull all that kind of stuff off as well. Like he's a moderator, so he's got to be moderating over in the RU section, and
he's a good player and he does well with his things, but it's my enemy.
I mean, he's that's the thing that comes with power. You're going to have enemies too. So, he's got to expect that. I mean, I'm not saying I'm nobody's enemy, to be honest. Nobody's given me any reason for it.
No, it's like an enemy because I speak with him. I go, I need to kill this guy. No, it's my enemy in the game. Just a game.
I have tried to speak to him. I try and be nice to him. I try and be respectful. I've always been respectful of Achilles. It's just if you're important enough, I think, like, that kind of. If you've got something that to offer him, then he's your friend. You don't offer.
But he does get like loads of messages, so he can't like leader. I saw some pictures of leader of Russia who got like 2,000 messages in an hour.
Really?
Yeah, that's like ridiculous.
That is absolutely ridiculous. That is beyond ridiculous.
What I didn't like the most about the conference was that some people began to send disrespectful pictures of EpiFan, like dead bodies with his face on it and that kind of stuff.
So,
yeah, I don't like it.
So, what, Millie, since when was I the enemy of the Northern Republic? When did that happen? I don't see any wars.
Just in general, no one likes you anymore.
I'm washed up, of course. I know it, I know it's coming. It's inevitable. It's an inevitability. You know what I mean? I feel like
easy for you to say.
No, it's not. Did you not just hear me struggle with it? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ruin it.
It's not funny if you have to explain it.
Oh, so wait, I made your joke not funny.
Yeah.
God. Now he realizes what I did. Anyway, I'm not an enemy of the Northern Republic. Don't say that. I helped build Northern Republic just the same that anybody else did. You guys have done a lot since the. I actually looked at the indexes the other day. They're actually looking pretty decent, to be honest.
Apart from the one where I used to be a governor of, that's dropped horrifically ever since I was kicked off.
Really?
Dev index of 4 or 5 now, when it was 8.
This isn't about the Northern Republic. Shh. We've got 20 minutes. I'm going to keep this one to an hour because otherwise it's way too long. Unless we can find some exciting news to talk about in the intervening period. But let's talk about America. Where is he? There is somebody here. Let's keep it to a minimum with how many people can talk. But Mr. Beastly might have a few things to say about America. So I hear. If he unmutes himself, I don't know if he might not actually be there. Let me just quickly. He might be sort of playing the game or something. But I do want to know about what's going on over there.
All right, and I'm here.
There he is. Okay, cool. So come on, dude. Let me just turn your volume up a little bit. You seem a little quiet today. Tell us what exactly happened, because I know that there was a whole load of aggression going on, and then it kind of died down a little bit. And I saw an article by Blake. This is the thing that I wanted to mention. I saw an article by Blake. It was something about a surrender. I can't remember exactly what the wording was. It looked pretty. It looked pretty sincere.
Yeah.
They surrendered to their enemy, you say?
Yeah, pretty much.
Although they're not really enemies, it's a civil war. But yeah, I get it.
Yeah, not really. But it kind of revolved around the very fact that the United States wanted the DA to and everybody else to consolidate.
Right. Okay.
And
so this is a thing.
Now.
This is a thing about unity rather than a thing about power. Is that right?
It's a little bit of both, in all honesty.
So who wants the power? Who's picking up the power?
Probably I would have to say the United States at this point.
Okay, so that would be Chief and Blake's party, I take it.
Yes, but at this point they kind of gave that up and they're switching options.
Like they wanted to accomplish unity by attacking, but now they surrender. But I think they still achieved it like in a weird way, because now they're consolidating with Delta Alliance, so they are still getting the provinces of Delta Alliance, right?
See, sometimes
It's
sometimes war can be helpful, and that's one thing that I noticed is that you guys don't need to fight, and I knew eventually I wasn't going to get involved. I wasn't going to touch that situation. I didn't want to. I wanted you guys to sort it out. It's your thing, but I thought in the end these guys are going to pull together, and then something good's going to happen, and I think realistically the best outcome that could have happened. Like the unification of the United States is kind of paramount to their economic power and their military power and all sort of things like that, because you've got a lot of people in a lot of different regions.
I mean,
For argument's sake, in wars and stuff, it'd be a lot better to do it that way.
I wouldn't quite say that because for the past maybe about a week or so, the DA has sent out messages asking everybody to consider consolidation and to see what the ups and downs were about it. And I guess the United States got tired of waiting, so they became aggressors and wanted to just, instead of negotiating, they wanted to force it on everybody.
Right. Okay. So they just kind of
But instead,
forced the other side's hand with a war.
yeah, and then originally the Lone Star Republic was gonna consolidate to the DA,
So was
and the
there
war
ever?
happened about 6 minutes right after.
I wonder if there was ever any talk in the American community about this being like a purpose driven thing, like this was the whole aim and the goal of it kind of thing. What do you reckon? Was it planned? Do you think that maybe Blake's got onto a really big idea or something, or is it just
It was most
impatient?
likely.
No, okay, so it wasn't
It
planned
was
like
most
that.
likely planned. Yeah,
Okay,
it was most likely a plan because
okay.
if you actually look at the battlefronts, so far chief goal, like the setup is so far is Chief's goal is Houston, and I think Texas, Doth is attacking Texas and Chiefs attacking Houston and Enclave's attacking Oklahoma. So it's like they're splitting three fronts
So what's
against
Blacklisted
us.
doing in this? Because I hear you got like 40 members now.
So far we're actually taking on Texas and Houston. We're one of the top parties in both of those defenses currently.
So how much damage have you done in those?
In total currently about 1 billion,
Okay,
with
that's pretty
about
good.
only about 12 people attacking, 11 people attacking.
Okay, so you got some decent levels in there as well then.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as that have Spanish people helping.
There's Spanish people helping the Delta Alliance, is there?
Yeah, it's a community effort right now. We got people from Chile, Australia, all across the world, pretty much from different blocks and different nationalities, and everyone's helping out the DA currently.
Okay, I like that word, community. It's good. The community's helping out.
I mean, this is a plus. It shows that even if you're not American, you're actually standing up for what you really believe in.
I mean, the thing is about defensive wars is that you can go and fight with as many people as you want. It doesn't, as long as you don't open an attack in front, you're not really an aggressor. So that's always good. Oh, hey, yes, no,
Yeah.
probably. How you doing? You did have a little segment earlier. I spoke about Grenada and stuff already. You missed your moment of fame, but it's all good. Don't worry about him. Right, hardly a moment of fame. More people know yes, no, probably than me, and that is the damn truth. Like anyone you talk to, like I'm pretty sure they will know yes, no, probably.
Yeah. But so far in the United States, or in America in general, it isn't. There's talks, and I'm not gonna say everything I'm about to say is really actually going on or is actually gonna happen. So far they're holding terms, and so far the terms so far are that, of course, as you already know, United States wants to put consolidation on the DA currently, and they say that if that's the case, they want Endo Chief to completely leave the United States, pretty much.
Really?
Yes.
That's an interesting.
I mean,
That is an interesting twist in a very short list of terms, I might add.
Everyone is it's more of like an overall opinion between everybody, but it's they're not getting rid of Ethno Chief. It's they just want Ethno Chief to kind of leave for a little bit.
So
And the term
I
is
don't
that,
understand what
they
Chief's
want,
done though. Like
it's not
they've done
Chief in
really.
general. It's the higher up. They want everyone who's like level about 60 plus to leave. Pretty much everyone who planned the attack, pretty much.
I mean, I can understand that the confidence is sort of lost in the leadership in the US after they started a war. I can understand that, but I don't think they need to go. When you say leave, do you mean leave office? Is that what you mean?
As in leave to like another country.
Okay, so
They're in Vietnam right now.
They would need to go to another nation in order for the terms to be agreeable on the part of. So you would be happy with Enclave or DOF being in power?
Not currently at this rate. After seeing what they've done, in all honesty.
Okay, so they are also on the proverbial shit list.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be a Delta Alliance party that's in power.
Yeah. I mean, not really. It would be more like, currently it's going to be, Churian, Mullins, all of them who are, about a few minutes ago, like about 30 minutes ago to an hour, the voting for the United States has started. So far the voting is between Churian and Mullins. So it's going to be one of those two that are going to end up winning.
Well,
so far we did not know it was going to be leadership. We did not want, one person only.
I could have sworn I saw consolidation laws in the parliaments, though. Sorry, I thought I saw.
Yeah,
is that right?
Yes, they put up consolidation laws, but we're not confirming it as of right now because we don't want to rush this like how they are doing, because something like this takes a lot of time to set up, and it needs negotiation, it needs terms, it needs everybody to agree upon it.
Yeah, of course. You need time to prepare as well. Is the other thing you need to. I think you guys are already in a monarchy, aren't you? So I don't think the power is going to be an issue for you at all, is it?
No.
As in because obviously when they join you, you'll have a whole bunch of new citizens, new parties, all stuff like that. So because you're in a monarchy, it won't be so much of a problem.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to eventually revert back to a republic after all the laws are accepted and everything settles down.
Cool.
But
that's good.
At this rate, it's like they don't want to rush the consolidation. Otherwise, it's going to cause unhappy people, and we do not want to have everyone, like all the decisions based on only like a little group of people. We want like the overall majority at least.
So you're looking for more of a consensus style leadership now.
We're looking more of it's like everyone has a voice, and everyone has their own opinions on it.
That's good. That's really good. That's what you need in America. Like that's what's going to take you guys forward. That's what's going to kind of make you a whole unit, shall we say? I guess.
Yes.
So I mean, has anybody got any questions for Beastly that can talk at the moment, just whilst we're on topic, and we've got him here? Upbeat Edge said he was kicked from Enclave for protecting the LSR.
That's another thing. People were getting kicked just for opening their minds and what they truly believe in.
Yeah, for
kind
taking...
of like MEO.
Sorry?
Kind of like MEO.
Yeah. Zeke, are you still there?
They're moving to another country, right? Like that was they're in South Vietnam right now. So aren't they already doing that?
Enclaves in South Vietnam currently, or at least some of the leaders.
Okay, so people are already moving out. People are already moving out, right? Is that correct?
Yes, currently.
Okay. Well,
but
that's a bit of a...
That's about the only topic about it. That's all there really is to it.
That's a bit of a twist to the story, isn't it? Didn't expect that. Yeah. What, William? Do you know what, mate? I'm gonna get you. Are you there, William? You better be there, because I'm calling on you. What I want to know, William, is what you think of this whole situation over here. If you unmute yourself anyway, you've got the ability to talk now. So I want to know what's.
Guys.
Yeah, hey.
What situation exactly do you mind? I wasn't paying attention. Honestly.
Sorry, no. What? Basically, they're saying that the three top parties in the United States are going to have to leave the regions, and some of them have already started moving, and then they're going to consolidate all of the territories together. What do you think about that?
Honestly, I don't know much about it to put my opinion on a play like this. I was trying to find out the opinions of Americans from both sides, but I still don't know. Honestly, I was hoping I can get some information here today, because I'm pretty full with NBO, the New World Order, and EU situation, and I don't have much time for anything else, to be honest.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I think it's been a very, very, very quiet thing, but at the end of the day, as long as it actually becomes a United States of America, then whatever's the goal, really, isn't it? Not always does the means.
Yeah, but I don't really think that war is good mean for unification.
No.
Because at the end of the day, it could end in splitting again. Yeah, I think they have to find consensus, and once they agree, and new United States will emerge as bigger and stronger, I think that's the way. But that's up to them.
I feel like a war because you want something to happen now rather than later isn't a good reason. Like, if it was a really necessary thing, like, and all avenues of kind of diplomacy were exhausted, then fine, maybe it's okay. But there's not really anything else you can kind of... I don't know, there's nothing you can really do in the game that's going to not, kind of attract bad PR or bad attention or whatever. Like, even one of the articles, I think like the US started the war, and then Blake posted a chief recruitment article, and it got like loads and loads of downvotes, man, loads. I've never seen a Blake article like that, and I was very surprised, I must say.
Yeah, I noticed the article as well. That's why actually I got interested in this topic, because I thought it goes really smoothly, and then I noticed something about war and Blake getting those minus article. I was like, what's going on? I have to look into it. It seems interested.
Well,
there's actually Upbeat actually asked me a question that I never really answered. He asked me about what do I think of Endo Chief, and in all honesty, I don't. Okay, so in all honesty, personality wise, people wise, they aren't bad people, in all honesty. But when it comes to running things and having patience to actually do something and have a change, they're probably the last people you want to ask, because as you can see, they couldn't at least wait a bit longer, because people were actually considering about, having DA, Lone Star, and all them joining the United States. But, obviously they didn't, wait it out that long, and instead became aggressors. But in all honesty, they aren't bad, but they don't really. How do I explain this? They don't really.
That's an opinion. I'm an asshole. Lone Star Republic, I think she never wanted to join United States and unification. Guys, I talk a lot of times with that country for members for blog and that. He always do this is my country and I want my country, and the other it's the same. So
very patriotic.
Yeah.
That's very typically American, and I kind of adore that. That's a good quality to have. And I think they kind of need to push that a lot. We're Americans. Let's have our America. That kind of attitude. Once you guys adopt that attitude, I think everyone will get along a lot better, and you'll be a lot better off. Have much better regions. Get some 11 regions if you haven't got some already. That kind of thing.
That's dependent, in all honesty, because you could. All right. So having people that are patriotic is a good thing, but when they're too patriotic to the point of where they get greedy and power hungry to the point of where they would do anything to have something, it it gets unbalanced and it causes a bit of mischief in the cause, and it doesn't really help anything at all. It just divides you even more.
It's true. It's true. I mean, I do agree with that, and there's no need for the Americans to be divided at all. Like there's no honest reason. Let's bad English this podcast.
In the end, it's the always busting all the countries. One type of players who want their country, and one type of player who they own country. So they divided because too many states in United States now. So I think I always want their own region to make their own rules.
I've got a good question though. Is it actually going to be a very good thing? I mean, is going to be managing all those regions become a little bit too much for a minister of economics or for a for a governor or whatever? Is it going to become like a lot of work after that? Do you reckon?
No.
You don't think it's going to be just as easy as? Is it going to be easier? Do you think?
If you think it's not, it's going to be about the same, because if you think about it, we're going to just it's going to be a combining of people, so we're going to have more people. As long as people don't end up hating each other, trying to cause mischiefs to the point where they revolt every single day, they can at least help out the regions. I think the governors should be able to last, because we got plenty of governors currently, and there's a lot of people that are experienced enough to become governors. And I just believe that even if we join together, I think the governors will last, and including the MOE. Because it'll be a republic, so that the governors will have all their jobs back and all that stuff.
Well,
autonomy. Yep.
Go on,
autonomy's in. Yep. Hey, you can go ahead. I was just mentioned that in monarchy, autonomies are basically useless because the governor has no rights, like to replenish gold and anything. He's just not worth it at
all. The only time a monarchy and a dictator is really good is for instantly passing laws to have a pretty much either a one-party system or even a system of where there's a ruler that decides everything. But the only time a monarchy is good is only wars. That's it. The republic is honestly the only thing that is really good when it comes to development. Otherwise, you're going to have a monarchy that runs everything, decides everything for you.
That's not necessarily true though, because a monarchy, you're able to have that kind of. I understand that it's a pretend vote, but at the same time, that vote, if the monarch is good, then they're able to kind of honour how the vote goes. Like, for example, if there's building laws that want to be passed and the people donate, like it's similar to kind of how the BG run things or how it runs things, that kind of thing.
Think of it like this though. That's true. But then if you rely too much on the monarchy and they end up failing and either go inactive, become corrupt, everything that you've gained over the past, however long you had that monarchy system is just going to completely disappear in one single motion.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, look who's online.
So if you have a democracy, at least you can vote someone in on the next term and they won't be more inactive for more than 5 days.
The problem is in small states, the republic works well. But for example, I'm a friend of Boric, the ex-leader of the disappeared Great Armenia, and he managed 100 regions at the same time.
Really?
And yes, he really a lot of stress. And he take a republic. So at the same time, you need to manage 100 regions. You need to control your country because he's an empire and it's a lot of complicated. Depends on the situations and the government. It's not like this is good and this is bad. It's like the situation and the state.
Something that I'm just looking at on the game at the moment. 218 people in the Partido Comunista Español. Is that correct?
Yeah.
How terrible was my Spanish?
Partido Comunista Español.
But wait, do it again.
The communists. They are right.
they're the communists. These.
But keep it to the point where you suck at Spanish, okay?
Yeah, dude, did you have to roast me like that? Honestly, like don't mock my languages and stuff.
If you were good at it, you would have got it the second time. Just saying.
Well, I'm good at other kinds of languages. I'm good at Python language and PowerShell language and other computer programming languages.
There you go. Be proud of those.
I am.
English is better.
Yeah. I mean, I'm good with English. You all understand me. It works. Oh,
But,
guys.
like back to the monarchy thing. The reason that I find a little bit unsatisfactory about like all the players that don't understand what they understand what a monarchy is, but when it comes to this game, the very fact that a monarchy can actually help in a lot of ways, but it's just the only time you should revert to a monarchy is when you're going to war. That's about it. If you want to develop, stay a republic, in all honesty. But if you want to go to war, you should stay a monarchy. I'm just saying this for like the audience in general, just for them to at least get a gist. Because if you think about it, the amount of times that like this had evolved other countries as well on their downfall when it comes to wars. If you stay a republic, there's a 5 days between every single time there's a election, and within those 5 days, there's many ways you can infiltrate the parliament, and there's many ways that you can actually attack while commander status isn't given yet. So meaning that you'll be vulnerable for about 24 hours before anything else happens. So you could easily get destroyed within those 24 hours.
Yeah, Republic is not fun.
How do I feel about the NDoc merge? I mean, those guys have got a really good friendship going on. That's the word on the street. That's the word that I hear. So if they're having a good time, I'm all for it. Do you know what I mean? I don't necessarily think they should have to leave. Perhaps a little bit extreme. Like, get out, you're banished. Go to, where did they go? South Africa or something like that. So I don't know whether that's a little bit extreme, but perhaps stepping down from that kind of leadership might be a good thing for them, just to kind of step out of the limelight.
Maybe we can set up a country in Russia and name it the Gulag.
That is very, very cheeky, mate. You're lucky Enigma isn't here. He'd be shaking his fist at you.
Yeah.
I'm going to send him the link at the time. I'm gonna tell him, look what Mr. Beastly said about you. He said he's going to turn Magadan into Gulag. Terrible, absolutely terrible.
There's a lot more countries than just Magadan in Russia.
I'm personally for the NDoc merge because now I can become Genghis Khan. Nice. Mentalist wants me to give someone the podcaster role. Dude, I'm pretty much done. It's like game over now. I mean, normally it's like 2 hours, but yeah, 2 hours.
That's about all we have to talk about.
Yeah, I mean we've done Spain, we've done Netherlands, and we've done America. Well, they've done themselves, but let's leave it at that. You know how it is. I play some music before we all kind of get out of here. There is one thing that I want to say. Oh yeah, sorry. Go on then. Fine. I'll give 10-15 minutes for questions if we can manage it. Give roll does work. Mentalist. I've tested it. Whatever you're doing is wrong. That's why you get the message that says no, really no, or whatever it is. Yeah, mate. But you can't give that roll. That's the thing. I've told it not to let you give the role, mate. That's why it does that. Okay, that's part of the code of the bot. But you can give the member role if you would like to. You can give that out. So rude. No, it's called protection. That's why I've installed that part of our bot. But yeah, I can demonstrate that to people later at some point. That's one of the nice new features that I've put in. So community leaders don't actually need to have the manage role. The manage role server permission now. I laugh because I had to get me and my good friends, my good buddies, to help me out and create a few more roles again. So if anybody hasn't got a role and needs a role, you know that we will hook you up again. It's not too much work at all. But yeah, what were you saying? We were gonna take some questions. Who wanted who wanted to answer some questions? Ask some questions. Sorry, you tell me. You're still waiting for the owner role. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, that 50 trillion that you sent me for the owner role. I remember. I do indeed remember. I will hook you up with that in maybe a week's time or so when I've spent all of your money. Is that okay?
Abby sent you money.
You want owner? Should we do bids for owner role? Should we do a?
I'll bid everybody here. Come on.
Don't start with the richness now. We don't start with that again.
You see, I think I'll win that bid.
You're all under me. What if I make like a pretend owner role and give it to you, Abby, so you can have like a cool blue name like me and Nathan do? Yeah? Does that sound like a good idea? Would you feel less oppressed if I gave you
to get girls in the party, just act like you're a trap?
Yeah, I need to do that actually. I need to hire some traps into my party.
Well, you've got one.
Please don't.
Yeah, you're not one.
What, Zeke? Yeah, well, don't say that about Zeke. It's not very nice. He doesn't like it. He's not a trap. He's a real girl.
He'll hit you with his anime memes.
He'll hit you with your "Where is the way" memes. Where is the way?
Where is the way?
What is the way? Show me the way. Where do we go from
Brothers,
here?
we have found it.
brothers, this is the way. Are you ready? We go to the way. Anyway, let's not do that anymore because I'm not a meme at all. Don't
you know the way?
That was the worst ever. That was shameful. Am I sure? Of what? Ask me the question. Go on. I'll walk into that. How is the Northern Republic? Me?
Do you even know?
I don't know how to tell you this, Abby. I left there a little while ago.
We're doing pretty good in general.
There
we've
we
got
go.
a good set of mines and factories. We're slowly building up our indexes, apart from South of Scotland. Yeah, we're all doing all right.
That's wonderful. There you go. Swift. No, you were my fave. I started a community island.
Out of there.
I left there. I started a community island with Yes No Probably. He thinks it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. This is what I was talking about earlier. Do you know the way to Uganda? I'm sorry. I am sorry, mate. I do not know the way. There is nothing I can do.
Do you know the way to Gulag?
I do not know the way to Gulag. Where is the way?
If you could give me the red name.
Community island. Why you gotta tarnish my good name? Granada is beautiful, mate. You want to mine diamonds? If you like mining diamonds, I'm telling you, Granada. We'll take on work permits. Normally I'll charge you 50 billion. How does that sound? But for one time only. I'm joking. Put some work permits in. Let's see what Yes No Probably thinks. I'll leave it down to him to decide if you can. You are the false queen. I spit on you. Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, mate. Cheers, buddy. That's really
unbelievable.
Yeah. Wow. He obviously does not know the way. Master Giles, what is wrong with you? You do not know the way, brother. You tell me, where is Uganda? Huh?
I wonder how racist.
Why are we turning the podcast into a "Do you know the way"?
Well, it's a good meme, dude. It is a good meme. I like it. Gotta love a good meme, innit?
Oh, good.
Anyway, is there? Does anybody have any other questions?
Let's have an actual question.
Yeah, that isn't about the way.
Or related.
Yeah. How to speak with a Russian accent?
You just have to imagine the vodka.
If you want to ask that, go talk to Dornan. Go talk to Sarge.
I've heard his accent.
Imagine vodka, scream cheeky breaky.
Oh man. Oh.
Put on your ushanka and give your babushka some cookies.
Perfect. Are you from Moscow? Moscow.
Ah, yes.
He's a low-key Marcus. Who knew? Life of Boris teaches you Russian, Swift.
I was genuinely learning a little bit of Russian off a few of them, dude. I found out a few words. I did actually write an article after learning some of it as well. Although I had to translate some of it. So one part of it talked about uniting. I definitely didn't mean to say unite. I was talking about peace and friendship. I don't know where it got unite from, but well, you know, I mean, unite sounds to me like the wrong word. That sounds like we become on the same team. But it wasn't. It was more kind of like, you do your thing, I'll do my thing. I'm not going to bother you. Just don't fucking take my island. that was pretty much it. But it's going to be good.
I think it would be quite handy to know a little bit Russian on rival regions.
I think if everybody chips in and does a little bit here or there, I mean, I don't ask anything of anyone, but as long as the people that are there working and with residency, as long as everyone's doing a little bit to chip in, dude, this could be like a really good island, mate. Think about how many of us there are. There's absolutely loads of us, even just in here. Like, there's loads of us. Like, I'm
gonna make a cholo party on your island.
You're not allowed. You're not allowed. You're not allowed.
You won't know. You won't know it's me.
It doesn't matter.
And if everyone wants to move their alts over so we can get our indexes up, that would be great.
Yeah, it would be really, really nice. And what do you mean we?
I am everywhere.
I am everywhere. So he's basically admitting that he's got an alt on my island. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. I'll remember that. No, it doesn't really matter, dude, honestly. It's fine. Will I see my name in red someday, if you know what I mean? What does 7v7 mean? Who are we 7v7ing? What's going on there? Probably, mate. In all honesty, probably. But I cannot say for certain. I tell you what, dude, you're a nice guy. I like you a lot. You are genuinely really helpful around here. But these guys up here in red, They have been here since pretty much the start of the server, before it was even our community. Like, it was friend so much. Hey man, you got to fight my girlfriend for me, mate. She'll be listening, and I can't flirt with you, not unless we're in PMs, mate, because she'll know. No homo, bro.
Like if you really want the red, just slide in that few bucks, and there you go.
Taking bribes for roles in Discord.
Taking bribes.
I'll give community leader for 200 billion. Can I? Do I have any? Do I have any takers?
I'll take admin for a single no.
For a what?
I'll take admin for a whole entire box of nothing.
A whole entire box, or I'll take a box of. Do you know what? I want a box of Japanese candy. How does that sound?
Japanese candy.
Yeah, man.
Japanese candy is disgusting.
I've never tried it before. I just want to try it. No, seriously. Apparently, it's really nice.
I've had it once. They eat like dried octopus.
No, dude. This is like strawberry. No, wait. Shh. This is like strawberry shortcake flavored Pepsi and stuff like that. Like really odd flavored things that you might not think of.
You can get strawberry flavored.
They have Coca-Cola coffee.
At Pizza Hut.
That's what I heard. I heard they had Coca-Cola coffee.
Coca-Cola coffee, and wow, this has turned into like an advertisement for Pizza Hut. So I'm going to write a letter to those guys in a minute and make sure I get my revenue from that. Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. All those 9 people that are watching that are now definitely going to go to Pizza Hut and buy a strawberry Pepsi. I want exactly 1% on each of those Pepsis sold.
Of like maybe 1 at most.
Yeah, pretty much. I will
That'll
give
be like
you
10.
so that we'll have a discount code for Pizza Hut coming soon. just joking. Anyways, dudes, like it's as lovely as it is. You know, we have talked about everything. Not many people's got many questions and all that.
I think we covered everything.
Yeah, it's pretty much the end of the thing. But you know, it's good that. Good that everyone
This
came.
is where we
and...
advertise everything we have, right?
You can advertise something if you'd like to advertise something, mate. You've answered everyone's questions. Go on. What is it? They're blacklisted, I take it.
Oh yeah, blacklisted. Come on, everybody.
Yeah.
Quick question: why haven't you joined blacklisted yet?
Mate, I don't know who's asking me. I got my own party to run, mate. Like, but yeah, like it's. I don't know about that, mate. I think we'll pass on that advertisement.
Yeah, we'll pass on that one.
I was just going to advertise the new artist guild that's cropping up.
That is perfectly acceptable. That sounds like a good idea. The article.
I am the false queen.
all right. There's another one.
Yeah, there's a new artist club. If anyone, artist club guild. If anyone wants to get anything like graphical designs done, articles, any sort of that thing done, just hit up Sitting Bull or one of those lot, and they'll get you hooked up.
If you want to get involved in a couple of things, give Zeke a shout. He's got a couple jobs for people, I hear. Give him a PM.
Speaking of which, I never really actually told you. I've never really actually said what blacklisted is. Anyways, it's just a normal party where you can actually, as how Upbeat has said earlier, how you got kicked out. Compared that to here, you want to get kicked out, you can actually have your own opinion. We have multiple branches where you can actually become author, writers, mercs, join all of that, get paid for it. I'm thinking on once we hit a certain amount of members, I'm gonna put up a wage. And yeah, just we're adding stuff slowly by slowly and making this a bigger part of what is.
Good. How many members has it got?
We have like about 30 something members. 30.
Yeah, I remember it being about 33 last time I checked. Something like
Yeah.
that. But yeah, there you go. It's good to see everyone. Totty, thank you for coming along, mate. Thank you for talking about Spain and all that. Conan, thank you very much, mate, for coming along. And Juice, thank you very much as well, mate. Merely, thank you very much, buddy. And Zeke, if he's still there, I don't know if he is still there, but thank you very much as well, buddy. But yeah, that's it, guys. We'll close that podcast for today. Something like an hour and 20 minutes.
One last thing.
Go on.
Shout out to my boy Dawes. He helps Dawes from Crips.
Dawes.
It's my boy.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, Dawes.
Yeah. He's a good old boy. I'm gonna give him some money one day. I hope he might accept my offer. You know what I'm talking about. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Huh? You know what I'm talking about.
Wink.
You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, guys. Wait.
One more offer.
One more.
Okay. I've got a level 117 gold factory. PM me if you wanted to get moved to your state.
There you go. Just is
at work
in Netherlands. In Netherlands, he's got a gold factory. Is that right?
No, in India.
In India,
but they don't work as hard as expected.
That was terrible. I can't even edit that out. Right. Anyway, I'm gonna play the outro, and we'll call it a night, guys. Thank you for coming, and I'll speak to you all later. Obviously, next one's gonna be next Saturday. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and all that lovely good stuff. If you ever want to make any suggestions as well, make sure you go and make some suggestions about the server or whatever. Go and give the invite link out to your friends. If you don't have one, just PM me. Like, I'm pretty much always around. I'll give you one straight away. Like, I don't mind. It's all good.
You hand out friends?
Friends? What are friends? I don't know what you're talking about, mate. I ain't got no friends. Who needs friends?
I thought you were giving friends away.
Yeah. I got loads of friends for sale, mate. Loads of friends. Talk to me in PMs about the friends for sale.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what do you mean? I've got loads of friends. I'm just playing the outro music. Let's go. Let's leave it.
You can leave. That's it.